Sawubona, unjani? I see you, and how are you? Bonjour, hola, dumela, habari, namaste, and hello. Welcome to ConnecTED. Wherever you are in the world right now, I see you. In my culture, my language, Siswati, we say sawubona. The Zulu as well, they say sawubona, which means I see you and I recognize you. I am so glad that you are here joining me today. I am Thandazile Mamba, your host, and today I want to introduce to you the idea and mission of this new podcast, ConnecTED. I will start by sharing a little about where this journey began. I grew up in Eswatini, where my education from primary through high school taught me that learning is about connection, that the essence of happiness, success, and excellence is in the quality of relationships, the quality of the community that we come from. And that is ultimately about people. Later on, I got the privilege to study in the United World College Maastricht in the Netherlands, where I discovered the true beauty and value of diversity, living and learning alongside people from all over the world. During my 2 years there, the school had a population of over 100 nationalities. That was amazing. We built friendships that cross oceans and learned that when we listen to one another, we grow together. However, I realized that our community wasn't as united as one would hope it would be. We may have been brought there with the goal to unite and have that great cultural experience, great cultural immersion. But what I observed is that there exist barriers that individuals carry which make it hard to engage in deeper and meaningful conversations with people that we do not know, that we have not met before. And I understood that that's valid. I still think it makes sense. But after living in that space for a couple of months, having gotten used to the space, I hoped that our relationships, the way we engage with each other would change because we are now used to each other. That's when I realized that it was deeper than that. It was more into the cultures that we came from, the sort of stories that we grew up hearing. Now, I am here at Wartburg College, and that same spirit continues. There is a great need for community. However, there are these barriers that exist when people of different cultures come together. I am deeply grateful to the student life and engagement offices and to everyone that is working hard and continually works hard to make this campus inclusive and welcoming for all. This podcast, ConnecTED, was born from that gratitude and from a deep desire to challenge these barriers that I have observed to be hindering the formation of communities and or a community where the culture is of an atmosphere of awareness, acknowledgement, and understanding, where the relationships are deep despite having people from different and diverse backgrounds. The barriers I have seen prove to be very deep, and if not tended to, they are so damaging, particularly in a school setting where people come together to learn. I haven't had much experience in the workspace, but I believe this is a deep and critical topic that is important, whether in the workspace or in the community level where families live, where people, individuals live together and they find themselves having to be from different backgrounds. Today, the world is getting smaller and smaller. We are more connected than ever. Hence, I believe it is essential that we truly understand one another in order to build better communities that will be enabling, that will allow people to thrive, that will allow people to be happy and to pursue their full self-actualization. Through this show, I hope to make it easier to explore other cultures, learn about new perspectives, and celebrate what makes each of us unique. I am planning on working on touching those sensitive topics that we tend to shy away from, bringing real life experiences around racial misunderstanding, single stories that people have heard which have formed and shaped the stereotypes that they carry about other people. Overall, this show was greatly inspired by one TED Talk that the author, Ms. Chimamanda Ngozi, rendered on the power of a single story. In her TED Talk, she highlighted how being raised with a single and one-sided story can impact how one relates to a person of that culture that they have been hearing about in that certain way. Those preconceived notions hinder that deeper engagement, that deeper longing to connect with a person for who they are, because you tend to view them through the lenses of what you have heard. The foundation of ConnecTED is Ubuntu. I am because we are. It's a philosophy that reminds us that our humanity is intertwined. And as it goes, I am because we are. So the success of the next person is my success. My success is the success of the next person. In each episode, we will invite people from diverse backgrounds across continents and cultures to share their experiences, their stories, and their lessons. I strongly believe in the power of engaging, connecting to collect valuable information rather than engaging just because you came across that person, but rather knowing that in every person there is a story and there is something that you can learn and gain from each and every encounter. Even if it's not valuable knowledge or insight, but that smile that a person will just wear on a random day and flash it on your face. That's so much that you gain. It just brightens your day as an individual. So fighting all those stereotypes and attitudes that we have against other people is a key thing, because I believe when we are educated, where we have knowledge, understanding, and acknowledgement, our visions become even more clearer. Where there is depth in understanding, I believe that there is even more clarity in focus. My hope is that this space becomes a place where differences are not only accepted, but celebrated. We will talk about education, empowerment, and the ways we can grow when we meet others with openness and vulnerability. And we will share ways in which we can easily connect without flinching or being scared that what if I say something wrong, or what if I'm misinterpreted, or what if I've heard the wrong thing, but rather coming with that idea that you heard and expressing it in a way that sparks a conversation that will be deep and will be more about learning and growing rather than pulling each other down. I hope that this shall be a space where stereotypes are conquered, not just dismantled, where we will get to a point where stereotypes are no more and real understanding grows. So thank you for joining me in this journey. This is ConnecTED, where we believe we are all better together.